Alexandra Eala suggests what tournaments can do to encourage new tennis fans. Tennis has long been considered one of the world's most prestigious sports, with iconic tournaments such as Wimbledon Championships, US Open, tennis, and Australian Open drawing global attention every year. Yet, despite its rich history and legendary champions, tennis still struggles to expand its fan base in many regions. Young Filipino tennis star Alexandra Eala believes tournaments themselves can play a crucial role in bringing new audiences into the sport. Eala's own journey demonstrates how powerful representation, accessibility, and global participation can be in attracting fans. Her rise from the Philippines, a country where tennis is not traditionally the most popular sport, to competing on the world stage has inspired many new followers of tennis. According to Eala, when people see athletes from their own countries competing and succeeding, they naturally develop a deeper interest in the sport. This idea suggests a clear direction for tennis organizers. If tournaments want more fans, they must make the sport feel more inclusive, accessible, and globally representative. The power of representation. One of the most effective ways tournaments can encourage new fans is by highlighting players from diverse countries and cultures. For decades, professional tennis was dominated mainly by athletes from Europe, the United States, and Australia. However, the sport has been expanding globally, with players emerging from Asia, Africa, and Latin America. Eala herself represents this shift. When she competes, she carries the hopes of millions of Filipinos who rarely saw players from their country competing at the highest levels of tennis. Her historic victory at the US Open, tennis, where she became the first Filipino in the professional era to win a Grand Slam main draw match, captured international attention and inspired many young athletes. Representation matters because fans often connect emotionally with athletes who share their cultural or national identity. When tournaments ensure players from different regions are included and supported, new fan bases naturally follow. Eala explained that when tennis grows in a country, more people come to support players from that region. As she observed, fans often attend tournaments because they feel personally connected to the athletes competing. Therefore, tournaments should actively encourage participation from players around the world through development programs, wildcards, and regional qualifiers. Bringing tennis to new countries. Another way to encourage new fans is by hosting tournaments in countries where tennis is still developing. For many people, watching tennis on television is not as exciting as experiencing it live. When countries host professional events, fans get the opportunity to see world-class athletes compete in person. This experience often sparks long-term interest in the sport. For example, the introduction of a Women's Tennis Association event in the Philippines has been viewed as a turning point for local tennis. According to Eala, hosting such events allows fans to witness professional matches firsthand, inspiring both spectators and young players. The presence of international tournaments can also encourage investment in sports infrastructure, coaching, and youth programs. Over time, this creates a strong tennis culture within the country. If more tournaments were organized in developing tennis nations across Asia, Africa, and South America, the sport could reach millions of potential new fans, creating a festival atmosphere. Modern sports fans want more than just a match, they want an experience. Many successful tournaments have embraced this concept by turning their events into entertainment festivals. Grand Slam events like the US Open, tennis, are famous not only for tennis but also for music performances, food courts, interactive activities, and fan zones. These elements create a lively atmosphere that attracts both tennis enthusiasts and casual spectators. Tournaments hoping to grow their audiences should invest in fan experiences such as interactive tennis games for spectators, player meet-and-greet sessions, live entertainment and concerts, cultural events showcasing local traditions, youth tennis clinics. When fans enjoy a memorable day at the stadium, even if they are not hardcore tennis followers, they are more likely to return in the future. Engaging young audiences. Young people are essential for the long-term growth of any sport. However, tennis sometimes struggles to compete with fast-paced sports and digital entertainment. To address this challenge, tournaments should embrace modern technology and social media to connect with younger audiences. Short-form video content, behind-the-scenes footage, and interactive digital experiences can make tennis more relatable and exciting. Players like Eala, who actively engage with fans online, help humanize the sport and attract new supporters. In addition, tournaments can introduce programs specifically designed for children and teenagers, including free or discounted student tickets, school partnerships, junior tournaments held alongside professional events, coaching workshops and training camps. When young fans are given opportunities to interact with the sport, they often develop lifelong passion for tennis. Promoting women's tennis. Another key factor in expanding tennis fandom is promoting women's tennis more effectively. Although women's tennis features incredible athletes and intense competition, it has historically received less attention in some regions. Eala has emphasized that women's tennis still needs greater recognition and support. In some countries, there are significantly fewer professional tournaments for women compared to by organizing more women's events and promoting female athletes equally. Tournaments can attract new audiences, especially young girls who may be inspired to pursue the sport themselves. Greater visibility for women's tennis not only supports gender equality but also expands the sport's overall fan base. Building local heroes. Every sport thrives when it has heroes that fans can admire. In tennis history, stars like Roger Federer, Serena Williams, and Rafael Nadal have attracted millions of fans worldwide. Similarly, emerging stars from new regions can help expand the sport's popularity in their home countries. Eala's rise has already begun to generate excitement among Filipino fans, many of whom are now following international tennis tournaments. When tournaments support rising stars and promote their stories, fans become emotionally invested in their journeys. This storytelling aspect is essential in building a strong connection between athletes and audiences. Making tennis more accessible. Accessibility is another crucial factor in growing tennis fandom. High ticket prices and exclusive venues can discourage potential fans from attending tournaments. To solve this issue, tournaments can introduce initiatives such as affordable ticket packages, free entry days for early rounds, community outreach programs, public viewing areas for matches. By lowering barriers to entry, tournaments allow more people to experience tennis firsthand. Once spectators witness the intensity, skill, and excitement of professional tennis matches, many become lifelong fans. Encouraging community participation. Tennis tournaments should not exist only as elite competitions, they should also engage with the communities around them. Community engagement initiatives might include local tennis workshops led by professional players,